vacation's over. Sad.
The last day. This is the last day. Then I go back to work for one day, and then I'm off.
One day.
One day. So, I mean, it's kind of crazy, but yeah, I've had a vacation this week. It was pretty nice. You know, I don't usually get to take a whole week or more. And this was nice. I guess I had a vacation a few months ago where I took 10 days, and that was a pretty good time. So, yeah, I had a pretty good time, and then we ended up with having to drop my car off to get a recall done on it.
Oh, yeah. Steve's car was recalled.
Well, it was the fuel pump on the car was recalled. So we made an appointment to take it in. They said it would take a couple hours, so we were planning to wait. And it was a Saturday morning, and we thought it would get through pretty quick. But when we got there, of course, you know, they said, no, it's going to take all day. Maybe
6 hours.
6 hours. And so they're backed up on cars. And so he said, we'll give you a rental car.
Which was shocking. We didn't think we'd get a rental car,
Yeah,
but because it was a recall, Honda pays for a rental car.
Yeah, it's been a long time since we got a recall for our car being serviced. And so this was 2025, had 5 miles on it, has 11 miles on it.
It had 6.
6 miles, has 11 miles on it now. Shows you how much we drove it. But it was pretty nice.
Where did we have to go? Once we got, it was the first place we had to go.
We had to go to Costco.
And who did we run into at Costco? Who loves it as much as we do?
Yeah, our grandson.
Our son and grandson. So I bought this because instead of getting a turtleneck, this is very warm, and I met Sammy. Steve's a little bit off. He didn't get the memo.
Yeah.
But I bought it for how warm it is. It wasn't. Oh,
yeah, it's warm.
Sammy's fault. Sammy's about to take a nap because she won't sleep unless she's in the bedroom with the door shut, total quiet, total black.
I think she really needs a nap.
She's very, very tired.
Yes, she is.
She was worrying she was wondering when we were coming home. When are they coming home? But so our son and grandson love Costco as much as us, and I bought this because it's so warm and a bunch of other things. We used to call the box stores $100 store. Now it's the $300 store. You can't get out without spending.
With inflation, that's something like that. Yep.
Okay, Sammy's gonna take a nap, and we'll be right back. So anyway, this shirt is a very nice plaid. Today's plaid are not like yesterday's plaid. They look like plaid, but they're not warm. But this one is. I thought it was a jacket when I first saw it. I thought it was a shirt jacket, which I did not want. But it turns out it is a shirt. So it's a very warm plaid shirt. So that's why I chose it.
It's flannel.
Flannel. Not just plaid. Oh, it's in the old days when you wore a plaid shirt. It was typically plaid flannel shirt. It wasn't just a plaid look. But they've cut back so they look like plaid, but they're not flannel. But this one is plaid flannel. So it was not on sale. It was $16. I normally buy the clothes on sale because they have such deals. Steve got 2 more jackets. One for $6 and one for $9. How can you say no?
No, you can't say no. They're pretty nice. One's a heavy jacket, which could be worn when it's cold. The other one is like a shirt jacket, kind of like this, a little bit thicker.
That one was $6, and the one for $9 is a very, very heavy jacket.
Yes.
That I'm encouraging him to keep it in his car because of the snow that we haven't had. Now, somebody did correct me. It wasn't 10 years, 11 years. We had snow in 2018, which is that 7 years. And I vaguely remember that. But I believe it was a Saturday, Sunday, so it didn't affect me as much. But I do vaguely remember it. And I don't think it was quite as much as it was this time. But it was probably an inch. So we did have snow in less than 10 years. But, you know.
Right, and we're about to get cold weather, possibly snow, 30% chance of snow, which is always nice.
Unusual. It's unusual.
It's unusual, and it's nice.
So anyway, back to the dropping off Steve's car. They gave us the rental, and it's a CRV, which his car is not a CRV, but mine is a CRV. She actually told us They are trying to sell it to us.
Well, of course.
She actually told us that.
Of course, that's why they put you in a brand new car.
And I thought, that's funny. She's like, you'll see, you need a new car after driving this. Well, Steve, what would you say compared to mine, which mine is going on 11 years. Is it that different than mine?
Well, it is. I mean, it's a hybrid, so you have to look at it at that standpoint. Also, it has some features on it, like the seat warmers, and it has also what seemed like guidance control. When I put it on, and the car was trying to steer a little bit away from where I was trying to steer, and on the dashboard it has 2 green lines that when they're green, it means you're heading in the right direction and you have enough space on the sides and the car in front of you. So I mean, that's kind of an added feature, I guess.
Well,
I don't know. I would think it would help if you're driving when you're tired.
I think they said that it gets 40 miles to the gallon. And I was like, mine gets about 20 to 24. But mine is all-wheel drive, and this one is front wheel drive.
Yeah.
So it's a lot better mileage. When we put our things at Costco in the back, which I'll show you right here. In the parking lot, it seems smaller than mine.
Yeah, I think it is.
It felt smaller. It had a rubber protective mat.
And you could buy those.
Yeah, we don't have that. We have the carpet, which is full of dog hair. So I did like that mat for when you have dogs. But of course, our dogs are never in that very back. They're always in the middle seat or the front seat. So that wouldn't help us a lot. But I felt overall that it wasn't that. I mean, yeah, it had the. It had nicer touches, but I felt for $1,000 car payment.
Yeah, it was, EV was nice, the electric vehicle, and then the gas, and, I think that was pretty nice. And that's what helps with your gas mileage, too, is that it's not always running on gasoline, it's running on electric at some points.
Well,
I mean, it was nice, but, I'm not going to say, hey, let's get a new vehicle, because I don't really think we need to.
Oh, no, we don't. We don't need a new vehicle. I barely have any miles on mine. I don't drive that much. When we bought it, I said this is my last car because they lasted 200,000 miles. Mine is so low mileage. The differences are I still have a CD player. I think mine was the last year of CD players. And I saved some. I did donate the majority of my CDs, but I did save a few. I kind of like that CD player once in a while. It has a much larger screen for the backup camera and the GPS. So that's one good thing. And the seats were leather, but I actually prefer the cloth because leather always got cold, except it has the seat warmers. But come on, we're in Georgia. That's 2 months. January and February was freezing. Like I said, we have no idea the cost. She's going to tell us when we return it. And I'm guessing $50. What are you guessing?
Oh, no, I'm not guessing that high.
Oh, really?
I'm guessing maybe 37.
Oh, it's more than 37.
Yeah.
I think it's more than 37. I'd say at least in the 40s.
Yeah.
With leather seats, seat warmer.
Well, it
And
doesn't.
the extra rubber mat in the back. And
Well, you can negotiate those. That's not.
so you're guessing in the 30s, and I'm guessing 50.
Yeah,
Let's see.
high 30s.
Let's see who's closer when we bring it
Yeah.
back. She didn't even know. She's trying to sell us this car and didn't even know what it cost.
Did you ask her?
I did. I asked her. I asked her because she told us she's trying to sell this car to us.
Well, how much is it?
Why? Because we're getting our car fixed. You think we need a new car? Our car.
Well, I think that they don't have very many used cars, and our car that we're getting fixed has 56,000 miles, which in Atlanta is low mileage, and it's in good condition.
It's not that we need a new car, but they need a car.
Yeah, they need a car.
I mean, because they send us a letter once a month asking to sell our cars. Now, in the old days, we probably, because your car's how old? 7, going on 7 years?
Yeah.
7 years. In the old days, we never kept a car more than 7 years, did we?
No, 3 years, 4 years.
Those are the old days. These are the new days. We keep them now until forever. Yeah, we don't need a new car. And we did some bad decisions back then. That's an area we were not frugal because Steve always felt that the newer cars had better safety features.
And they do.
Which they do and they don't. Sometimes you find older things are actually better. We have found, like, sometimes I said an older house may be better and these new ones aren't built so well. Cheaper built. A new car could be, an older car may be better, maybe more solid. Yeah, they have new safety features, but sometimes they find out they're recalled or there's something wrong. Like all of our airbags in our other Hondas were recalled and they actually came to our house and towed the cars. They felt they were too dangerous to even drive to get them repaired. They came and towed the cars when the airbags were recalled and changed. So sometimes older is better, like with people, right?
That's right. Yeah, no, it's true.
Yeah, we were talking about mental health issues with our son, with the Better You, January resolutions and all that. And he said he felt his generation, that at least half of his generation has mental health issues. And I was kind of surprised at that. I mean, that's what I see all over, but why is what I was wondering. But I know, we've got a video that just came out on the high cost of apartments. Sure that contributes to it. That was a very good video. You need to check that one out. But anyway, on to the vacation. We were going to Nashville.
We were.
But
we were.
We got that once in a decade snow.
Yes.
And had to cancel. And I was so disappointed because my niece and her fiancé live in Nashville and we had to cancel. I was very upset.
Yeah, I did get an extra day of vacation though.
Because of snow. Yeah, he did get another day off. A lot of places closed. So this week on vacation we did administrative things. We ate out a lot. I'm going to show you all the places we ate out. So we gained a lot of weight this week. And Cracker Barrel was kind of the funniest, wasn't it?
It was.
Because I got a coupon now that I'm in the club. We're in the Cracker Barrel club. We got a coupon for $10 off 30.
You know you're old when you're in the Cracker Barrel club.
If you eat there after 4. So we normally eat breakfast there, but we were running these errands and said, okay, we could do a 4 o'clock today. So we got there shortly after 4. Thinking, anyway, I'm going to show you. Eating a Cracker Barrel. We were the only ones in this room, and it was hysterical because we were in there our whole meal, the only ones. Look at it. I took pictures of how empty it is, and I was like, no wonder they're sending out coupons because they have nobody here. And kind of surprised me because older people do eat dinner at 3, 4, or 5.
Right.
So that really surprised us. Several different restaurants, tried a few new restaurants. We saw a movie, was it Amazon?
Mm-hmm.
$5.99 for the new Twister. The old Twister we really liked with Helen Hunt. And because we lived in Alabama and there were so many tornadoes there.
Yeah.
And somebody was talking about Twister at Thanksgiving. They had seen the new one. I didn't really hear if they thought it was good or bad. But we paid the $5.99 because that's cheaper than going to a movie. But Steve thought, it was a little cheesy.
Yeah, it's just...
A little unrealistic.
Yeah.
The second movie brought in more social media people who have YouTube channels who are chasing tornadoes who were not necessarily weather people or knowledgeable, and it was much more dangerous. However, I think anybody chasing tornadoes is in a pretty high level of danger.
Yeah, it's pretty risky.
Yeah, we were caught in one driving between Knoxville and Birmingham. And we weren't too close, but that's very scary to be in a tornado. And then, of course, here we had, we've had high winds so many times and so many things damaged. And then, with the snow, our neighbor's pine tree fell on their house, which I think we've talked about the danger of pines. But here, we're going to show you the roof of that. It fell right in the bedroom. And it's a rental house. We don't know the people. but I think they're all okay. It was 3 different roommates, and so somebody was in that bedroom, but I don't know when it fell. I don't know any details. But that's our biggest fear. Our one neighbor has pines that he refuses to cut down. We've asked him. We offered to even pay because pines are extremely dangerous. If you don't know that, you're not supposed to have pine trees within 150 or 200 feet of your home.
Georgia pines don't have deep roots, so you get a good wind and in the right direction, and it blows them over. And then when the group of pines thins out, then it makes pines even more dangerous. When pines are in a group, the likelihood of them falling is less. But when they're individual pines, falling is very easy for pine trees. And this one fell in such a way it sliced right through the top of the roof. And you can see, Sue will put up some pictures of it.
It's a little hard to see where it sliced through the roof, but on the side there's a good view. But it was only a couple feet from the house. I'm like, why weren't these cut? I mean, it's an older house and all. It's a rental house, but
surrounded by pines.
The other neighbor said it hit the exact same spot 3 years ago. And I'm thinking, how does this homeowner get insurance? I mean, because we know in Alabama we were dropped from 3 claims, and 2 of them they didn't even pay anything on. They just said, just having a claim, you're out of here 3 times, you're out. And we didn't even get a penny on 2 of our claims.
After we moved in here, there were 12 pines in our backyard that were 90 feet tall, and they were scary. Pines across the street from us, you can hear them when the wind blows. They creak as they sway.
Well, the reason we cut ours down, we didn't notice them when we looked at the house because we loved the house, but they actually started creaking and making a lot of noise and started scaring me. And I said, "Oh my gosh, are these safe? Are these safe?" We did not know moving in that we'd have to pay thousands of dollars to cut out these pine trees.
Right, exactly. But it was good that we did, because they probably would have landed on the house by now.
By now, definitely. So, I mean, I don't like to, remove living trees, but pines are a different issue. That's when you're building a house.
Yeah, we kept the hardwoods that are there.
Yeah, and they could fall too, but they're less likely.
Less likely, because their roots are a lot deeper.
They're big, some of them.
Well, they're about 90 feet.
Which you see when we show our backyard, when we showed the snow. But anyway, so this vacation, some people would be disappointed. I mean, we were disappointed we didn't get to see my niece more than, we're more into family than places. We're more into experiences and family. But we did play a lot of games. We played Taboo, and I think we're always tired when we play, aren't we? Because we don't do so well. And of course, I don't think it's designed really for 2 people. So we don't keep score. We just we use the timer and see how many words we can do in, I don't even know if that's 2 minutes. I'm thinking that's 2 minutes, right? Our record is 6 words in 2 minutes. Is that good or bad? But we were struggling a little bit. So we pulled out my kid version I have from when I was teaching. And that's like...
it was even worse.
No, there's only 2 words you can't say. It's supposed to be considerable. It's a parent-child version. But... I think we're always tired when we play these games because we seem to be getting worse and worse. But that's just the fun of life. We have yet to put together our Lego things I gave Steve for Christmas.
Oh, wow.
We haven't done that yet. Mm-hmm. They probably won't take that long to put those together. So we also saw a movie. On Tuesday, AMC has $7 movies. So we saw The Last Showgirl, which we did not really enjoy. What else? We just did, we tried to get ready for taxes, but haven't received anything yet. This video is probably delayed. We did make some extra videos because Steve is so busy when he goes back to work. So we did make some. So we'll probably be showing these mid-February or early February. But at this time, we have not received our tax information, so we couldn't do taxes. But we took the dogs on several walks, and just did some administrative things. Didn't get everything done. We wanted to paint some of the house, just touch up paint, but it's so cold. I don't know if the paint settles. Does it settle well?
Yeah, not real good when it's cold.
So just relaxed and played games.
Yeah, I thought it was a good use of time.
Went to the mall a few times.
Mall.
The mall, which we never do because we order most things online and go to Costco. So yeah, you had a good vacation.
Yeah, it was a good vacation.
I mean, it's good to. I mean, not to always travel. That's. I mean, we would have liked that. We weren't going for the whole week to Nashville, just a short time.
Right.
But it's good to not. Yeah, that's stressful too, driving there. And,
Sure. It is, but I mean, it's a good change of scenery, and it's good to see Nashville. It's been a long time since I've been there.
Well, our son lived there. He lived there about
yeah.
8, 9. Was
Yeah,
it 9 years ago?
That's
10?
a long time.
Yeah. And he lived there a very, very short time. So we only saw it when we moved him in.
Right.
Well, we looked for housing, and yeah, that was interesting. And he had a beautiful apartment in, what was it? Brentwood? Was it Brentwood?
I think it was Brentwood.
Yeah, and that's another thing we did. We looked at an apartment, and there's that video. So yeah, we.
Yep.
Oh, and then we went to volunteer at the senior center. We filled out all the paperwork to become volunteers, even though we are seniors.
Yeah.
They said they have people from 60 to 95 coming to the senior center, and we are going to volunteer and do something to give back. And we made some cards for cards of compassion.
That's it. So had a very full time, and it was nice and relaxing. So I get to go back to work tomorrow, and then my day off on Monday, and then.
And when it warms up, we hope to take some trips. I mean, we were also going to Nashville. We were going to stop at Rising Fawn, Georgia. There's a state park, because we do have our state park pass. We never did make it. We were going to go to one park this weekend. It was so cold. First snowing, then icy. It stayed icy for a few days in some areas, and then cold, and then raining.
Right.
So we never made it. We were going to go to the state park, but on the way to Nashville, we were going to stop at Rising Fawn, which is beautiful. What's it called? The Cloudland Canyon, right?
Right.
And then we also want to get down south to Providence Canyon by I think Columbus, somewhere.
Columbus.
It's a beautiful. I mean, we've never been there. It looks beautiful. And then there's a lot in Columbus, and we thought we'd head over to Alabama, but winter's not a good time to take a vacation.
No, we learned that before.
Well, we went to Rising Fawn in January 2 or 3 years ago. It was brutally cold. It wasn't snowing and icy. It was all wet though, and it was a little slick. It's mostly steps to go down to the waterfalls at not Providence Canyon. It's Cloudland Canyon. They have 2 waterfalls and a lot of steps, and they were slick, and it was freezing. So we learned January vacations are not real fun. Not real fun.
That's about it.
So check out our other videos on lots of aging issues, which of course affects everybody. The housing is everybody's issue. Healthcare, health issues. More and more young people are getting a lot more issues than older people. What else do we have? We have pets. That's everybody again. I tell you, we're actually more alike than we are different.
That's right. Yeah.
Right?
Sure are.
This divide has to go. We're more alike than we are different. So check out all those videos. And until we see you again,
Take it easy.